Good morning, students. It is the fifth lab lecture of Python for BCA third semester as per the syllabus of IK Gujarat, Punjab Technical University, Jalandhar. The practical I am going to discuss today is print the numbers up to n which are not divisible by 3, 6, 9, for example 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, etc. To start with the program, first of all, we have to understand the application of for loops so that I can clear with this content. Suppose I am writing for I in range 10, then print I. Now what is the meaning of this? Suppose I execute this content. You can display the values from 0 to 9. Now what is the meaning of this? If I am writing inside range n, then I can display the numbers from 0 to n minus 1. Suppose I am writing 1 to 10. Then execute. I can display the numbers from 1 to 9. If I am writing inside range 1 to any number, then I can display the numbers from 1 to n minus 1. You can write any other number. Suppose I am writing 3 here, then I can display the number from 3 to 9. Means the first number is included and second number is excluded. You can write like this also. Range, first number is A and second number is B. Then first is A should be less than B and second is A is included and B is excluded, like this. A is included and B is excluded. Then execute. You can see 3 to 9. One more thing. Suppose I write here AND is equal to double quote. Then I can print the data horizontally or within one row. This representation is the column representation of the data, but this one is the row representation of the data. Suppose I have to print the numbers in reverse order. Suppose I am writing 10, 3. Then execute. There is nothing. It means I have to write -1 here. In this way, I can display the data in reverse order. If I am writing 2 here, then I can display the data up to 3. 10 up to 3. If I am writing 0 here, then I can display the data up to 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like this. Similarly, suppose I am writing 1 to 12, it means I can print the data from 1 to 11. Suppose I am writing 3 here, it means it's a jumping factor, or you can say increment of 3 after the execution of 1 each time, like this, 1, 4, 7 and 10. It means if I am writing the divisibility check, I can also find out the numbers who I would like to display from 1 to any number. Suppose I am writing print or you can write n is equal to int input enter n like this, then print the numbers not numbers from 1 to, here I can write n, then again print, you can write here not divisible by 3, 6, 9 up to so on, like this. Then here you can print 1 to n plus 1 because the last number is excluded. It means you can write n plus 1 here. Now you can apply the condition if I modulus 3 is not equal to 0, then print the value of I. Here you can write double quotes empty, or you can write comma. Now execute the program, enter the value of n, let us say 12. Now you can print the values, the numbers from 1 to 12 not divisible by 3, 6 and 9. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10 and 11. Hope you understand the content of printing the values. In today's video, I discussed about for loop. I repeat again. Number 1 is for loop and number 2 is using range. How can you use range? Then you can display the numbers according to divisibility. Suppose I am writing 2 here, it means you can display the numbers which are not divisible by 2. Okay, you have to write the closing brace here, enter the value of n, then you can display the odd numbers because the numbers are not divisible by 2. Similarly, you can display, if I am writing 5 and 20 here, you can omit the numbers which are not divisible by 5. Similarly, you can display the numbers divisible by 5 writing like this. I modulus 5 is equal to 0. Then suppose I am writing 30 here, it means you can display the numbers divisible by 5. Similarly, you can display the numbers divisible by 3 like this. Suppose I am writing 30 here, you can display the numbers divisible by 3. In this way, you can design the table also. If I am writing not equal to, then I can display the numbers which are not divisible by 3. These are the numbers. Hope you understand the content. In the next video, I will discuss the next programming part, that is write a program to determine whether a triangle is isosceles or not. Thanks for watching my video.